So what is up, guys? It's TrueMC, and as you guys can see today, I'm going to be bringing you guys the 4J Studios, the Minecraft Title Update 31, the official change log for Minecraft on the console edition. I don't know, I seem a bit excited. I just got a new mic. My mic sounds amazing. You know who you are, you're amazing for doing what you did, you know, just, you know, blah, blah, blah. But anyways, guys, as you guys can see, the change log for Title Update 31 goes as follows. There are a ton of items, so many items, guys, it's amazing. Okay, so firstly we have the armor stand, the raw rabbit, the cooked rabbit, rabbit stew, raw mutton, cooked mutton, rabbit's foot, rabbit hide, potion leaping, potion of water breathing, salmon, cooked salmon, clownfish, pufferfish, blue orchid, these are plants by the way, allium, azure bluet, tulips, oxy daisy, sunflower, lilac, poppy, which replaces the rose, rosebush, peony, double tall grass, large ferns, prismarine crystals, and prismarine shards. And in the creative mode only, we have rabbit spawn egg, endermite spawn egg, and a guardian spawn egg. So firstly, on the new blocks, we've got a ton of new blocks here. We've got the podzol, we've got the granite, we've got polished granite, we've got andesite, polished andesite, diorite, polished diorite, prismarine, dark prismarine, prismarine bricks, red sand, red sandstone, smooth red sandstone, chiseled red sandstone stairs, sea lanterns, wet sponge, slime blocks, coarse dirt, packed ice, acacia saplings, and dark oak saplings. So from those new blocks, we have a ton of new blocks which are going to be in a ton of new biomes. I'll explain all of this in upcoming videos. We also have a ton of new items such as, you know, the wet sponge and packed ice, and that stuff is all cool. And the acacia saplings for like the new trees and stuff. The new mobs that are in the game are endermites, guardians, elder gardens, rapid, and a chicken jockey. I have no idea what a chicken jockey is. In fact, let me just research what that is now. I'm probably gonna make a separate video on that. Okay, that's hilarious. I'll make a separate video on that. So yeah, endermite is I made a video about that. You can check my channel for that. Guardian made a video for that. An elder guardian, no idea. A rabbit, you all know what a rabbit is. I'm a chicken jockey. I'll make another video for that. On to new biomes. We have the mesa biome, the mega taiga, the roofed forest, the birch forest, the forest. A forest biome? Oh wow. The savanna, the extreme hills plus biome, a deep ocean biome, a snowless tiger biome, and 20 new technical biomes. So that doesn't even cover half of the stuff. There's still a huge list that I need to go down. I think I need to, there's still an entire list. And this is on the Xbox 360, and I'm pretty sure it's the same across the rest of them. So the fishing now has particle effects. Bubbles will show moving up towards the bobber just before the player has something on the hook. So treasure can now be caught while fishing. Treasure is split into 3 categories: fish, treasure, and junk. And I'll explain a whole new. Oh wait, I did do a video on this. So you know, I'm just gonna do videos on all of these things. So I'm just gonna save the updated features, which are basically there. So we've got fishing, which is an updated feature. I'll explain that in another video. Enchanting, which is an updated feature. There's a whole new stuff for enchanting. I'll make a video on that. Villagers, you know, will now harvest crops, which is amazing because now we used to steal all their crops and stuff. They will breed. Give them some free bread. Villagers will turn to witch by struck by lightning. Nether portal, you know, the new nether portal. I made a video on that. And anvil has been rebalanced. There's some new crafting items: mossy stone bricks, and chisel stone bricks. A dispenser. I have no idea what that stuff is. A furnace, cracked stone bricks and sponge are now obtainable by via smelting. Item frames now emit a redstone signal and can rotate in 8 directions. Wow, that's crazy. A redstone comparator was added. Buttons can now be placed on the top and bottom of blocks. That's pretty cool. Power activated rails now dismount entities riding in minecarts. No idea about that sentence. Cauldrons with water in them will put out burning entities, taking away 1 water level each time, which is pretty cool. So I think if you have a burning item, you can just throw it in there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, there's sponge. Sponge turns into wet sponge. I'll just do a whole video on that, and just because sponge is pretty weird. Sugarcane color shade is affected. The baby zombie now drops XP orbs. A creeper can now be ignited with flint and steel. That would be pretty cool. The zombie pigman will forgive after a short time and lose the aggro, but will continue attack until the player escapes the aggro distance. So that's the aggressive distance of that zombie. So I think witches are a new thing. Or I'm not sure. So Jungle biomes can now be found in patches similar to pumpkins. So this is so much information. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there's tons of information. I'm just gonna go through the changes and bug fixes, and stay tuned to my channel, guys. There's so much information coming. So sheep now drop mutton when they die. Arrows decelerate much quickly underwater and distinguish if on fire. Most mobs can now swim, which is pretty bad. Skeletons flee from wolves. Group of skeletons, wither skeletons and zombies drop their heads when killed by charged creepers. Spiders no longer see players through solid blocks. Babies' growth can be accelerated by feeding them. A fix for players adding additional layers above the maximum height in super flat. Added flint and steel and fire charge sound effect when igniting blocks. Updated audio for some other stuff, and created a new tutorial world. Guys, this is Title Update 31. This is amazing. There's so many things. I'm going to be creating like at least 5 videos today on all of this stuff. So if you want to subscribe to my channel, make sure you're up to date with all of the information, all of the data, everything. I'm pretty sure the update is out. If the update isn't out, then you're gonna have to wait a bit of time for the videos. I do apologize. But yeah, when this update does drop, and I'm pretty sure it's going to drop, or if it hasn't dropped, because it says update for December the 10th, meaning it should have dropped. You know, I'm going to turn on my Xbox One now. You can probably hear me do that. Bam, there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There's a ton of information. I'll leave a link in the description. It's about like 3 pages of solid information. This is going to be amazing. You know, I'm going to be bringing out a couple new building videos and stuff like that. So if you do want to leave a like on the video, by all means, guys, go ahead, leave a like. Do not forget to subscribe. Don't forget to, you know, leave a comment, share my channel with your friends, and tell them all about how I helped you start your modern city and, you know, all the stuff I did for you. So yeah, guys, it's been TrueMC, and until next time, it's going to be peace from me.